Well, hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we've got an update to the Laurier situation that developed with Lindsay Shepherd and the Spanish Inquisition that was her tribunal, I suppose, if you want to call it. Well, this is an update to that, along with some hinky goings on from Laurier. So, what we've got for you is a video and part of a news article that I'm going to go through with you. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
Deborah McLeod is the President and Vice Chancellor at Laurier, and she joins us now in hopes of clarifying this story.
Right, so I don't know if this gentleman here thinks that we're all fucking retarded, but we know for a fact, because we just know, judging by her last time she was on speaking about anything, in the last video I made with and calling her a fucking moron and a liar, but you know she's not going to clarify a damn thing. She's just not. That's not what she does. That's not what they do. Right? She'll probably make excuses. She'll probably plead ignorance. You know, the usual fucking SJW, la 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 la, fingers in the ears nonsense. You know, but that's just that. But anyway, let's continue on, shall we?
First of all, thank you for braving the 401 to get here. I know it takes an awfully long time. Thanks for coming in. On the chance that some of our viewers have not heard part of the exchange, which went on for many, many minutes, between Lindsay Shepherd and the 3 staff members that were in that meeting, we want to roll a little excerpt of that now, and then we'll come back and chat. Sheldon.
Right, for the sake of time, because we'll be here all fucking day, I am not going to play the excerpt that they're going to use. I'm going to cut out. But if you want to watch or listen and see the graphics they use, obviously, and what part of the conversation between Leslie Shepherd and those fucking morons, Lindsay Shepherd, sorry, and those morons, you can definitely go and check the link in the description. The link to this video will be in the description, so you can listen to the whole thing. I'm going to cut that nonsense out and just jump straight to him talking questions with her.
A small snippet of a much longer conversation. First question, in your view, did Lindsay Shepherd do anything wrong?
I think I'd like to start by just saying this really is an unfortunate incident that has brought a really important discussion to the forefront, not only for universities, but for the broader public as well. I can't speak to what happened in the classroom because I wasn't there.
Oh, really? Oh, fucking really? You were quick enough to come out and apologise when you, on your own website, on your own YouTube channel, you came out to apologise and said you have a commitment to freedom of expression for 100 years. You weren't in those classrooms, but still, anyway, getting off the point, you didn't answer his question. I wonder if you actually will. I don't think you will, because you do think she did something wrong. But you were so quick to jump on the apologise bandwagon that you gave yourself fucking whiplash with the amount of fucking turning round that you did. But anyway, let's see if you actually do apologise. Let's continue.
And I think really the discussion about what happens in the classroom is not just only about the material that is presented, but how it's presented. So our instructors are protected by academic freedom and freedom of expression. But with academic freedom comes responsibilities, and that includes ensuring that material that's presented is evidence-based, that it's been critically reviewed, that it's been analyzed in a way that when it's presented and discussed with the students, that they understand what the scholarly underpinning is.
Did Lindsay fail that test?
And I don't know what happened in that classroom, and so that is why the university is undertaking a fact-finding, third-party fact-finding activity in order to better understand what happened in the classroom.
Let me just stop that there. Okay, this fucktard is a liar, right? Because she didn't answer his question. She still didn't answer his question. Right? Did she do something wrong? And when he addressed the fact that, well, isn't that... But see, what she said there is exactly what Lindsay Shepherd did. She laid it out in the actual 40-minute long recording. She laid out the entire of what she had done, and it was full of context. It was full of critical thinking and engaging discussion. You are fucking joking. We know exactly what our content was. But see, this brings me along nicely to the point of you launching your investigation, which is the next part of my little story. So, hang on with me, and we'll just go have a look at that. Okay, so Christy Blanchford, right? Ominous signs that Lindsay Shepherd's job, not free speech, is a target of Laurier probe. Right, this was the 6th of December. You see how it's starting to look kinda hinky? There are ominous signs that Wilfred Laurier University's independent fact-finding investigation of the Lindsay Shepherd affair is aimed its guns at none other than Lindsay Shepherd herself. Now I wonder why that would be. Because she exposed exactly how fucking retarded you morons actually fucking are. Oh, I'm annoyed now. Right, okay. Shepherd is a 22-year-old graduate student and teaching assistant who last month was reamed out by her supervisors. I like how they underlined that. For having shown 2 classes a video excerpt of the controversial University of Toronto psychology professor Dr. J Peterson discussing the new gender-neutral pronouns in a televised debate. I recommend watching it. In fact, I will find it and I'll put the link in the description. Right. Now the National Post has learned, despite public proclamations that suggest the investigation is aimed at merely gathering the facts of Shepherd's browbeating. Yeah, that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit because we have all the facts we need through valid audio recording. A link to that will be in the description also. The investigator himself says he's been retained to an independent, confidential fact-finding exercise with respect to employment-related matters. See, and that's arising out of Shepherd's tutorials. See, this is starting to look a bit more ominous now, isn't it? It's starting to sound a bit more ominous. As a TA, of course, Shepherd is an employee of the university. There she is. In none of University President Deb McLeod's several press releases on the subject was there any mention of the investigator's task being employment related. And also you saw that she made reference to it in the video we just watched. And yet she has she's not let this go away or anything. But this is the National Post has come out with this, which is quite nice, but I doubt anybody really fucking saw it. But anyway, Howard Levitt, the well-known Toronto employment lawyer who represents Shepherd pro bono, which it means he thinks, well, pro bono is fucking for nothing. I wish I could get a lawyer pro bono, that'll never fucking happen. But anyway, yeah, wrote Rob Senta, the lawyer Laurier hired to conduct the investigation last weekend, asking for details of the complaint or complaints made against her. Now here's where it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. In reply, Senta told him, "I do not believe there is a document that contains a complaint made about Miss Shepherd, nor is there anything I would describe as a formal complaint under any WLU policy." Now isn't that fucking interesting? There was no complaint, so it was the professors themselves who harangued her into there according to that. But maybe I'm just taking that out of context. So let's continue reading down and we'll see. But perhaps most surprisingly, Senta also answered Levitt's question about the terms of his mandate by saying it is an employment-related matter. It is certainly ominous, Levitt told the Post in a phone interview Wednesday. He said it sounds like the university is taking a back-end run at her, and that he's advising Shepherd not to meet Senta. I think it's a trap.
It's a trap!
Senta told the Post Wednesday evening in a brief phone call that he appreciated the opportunity to comment, but there is nothing I can say, including answering the question about the Post to him, which was, whose employment is he investigating? But Levitt isn't the only one troubled by the way the university's two-pronged approach to the Shepherd affair. The Senta Review and task force that will examine the intersection of free speech and diversity rights remains opaque. Very much so. Shepherd herself was nominated to the task force, but the Graduate Students' Union then decided its president would represent all voices of graduate students. This at the same time she expressed support for how the lived experience of transgender and non-binary students have been discounted in the Shepherd narrative. Okay. And acknowledged that harm has been caused to some students. This is why we call them fucking snowflakes. Because a little bit of heat and they fucking melt. Right? But it's not even that. Apparently there was nobody at all that was offended by this, and this fucking new graduate student union. This is ridiculous, right? So basically they're saying that Shepherd's narrative and acknowledge the harm it's caused to some students, that she suppressed, at the same time she suppressed the support for lived experience of transgender. Fuck off. You have no experience. You're in college. You don't know what life is like outside your bourgeois, comfy little fucking lives. Oh, but anyway. Now we know that the Laurier president is being disingenuous and dishonest. Let's just go back to her and the interview, okay?
You have subsequently put a video up on the Wilfred Laurier website, which supports, you say you support freedom of speech unequivocally. You want classrooms that are intellectually challenging, filled with critical analysis. Did the university meet that test that you yourself have expressed in this situation?
Don't know again because it wasn't in the classroom.
But you know what
I think that there's an opportunity for challenging material to be presented, and that yes, that will make perhaps could make students uncomfortable, and oftentimes uncomfortableness does lead to learning.
Hey retard! Yeah, you retard! Well, you fucking dillweed. You can't even answer the question, and I'll answer it for you. No, the university failed. And you know how we failed? Because we heard the evidence of your kangaroo fucking court. And I've also proven you to be a little bit dishonest and extremely fucking moronic, you goddamn retard. Oh, fucking stupid fucking people. Jesus fuck. Right. I can safely say I'm about done with this fucking nonsense. As always, as I've said previously in this video, links are in the description if you want to see the whole thing with context and all, whatever. But I think we can all agree here that this is just Laurier trying to dig their way out of it, and they're trying to fire Lindsay Shepherd simply because she exposed what was going on with them. This is a message now to Wilfred Laurier, University President, direct from Alexander fucking Kingsfallen. You are a despicable fucking cunt. Learn to be a fucking grown-up. Stop being a precious little cupcake, or I will send the wambulance for you. You dirty, lying, despicable fuck. And if you're wondering what the wambulance is, here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the despicableness of the staff and administration and the presidency and the students of Wilfred Laurier Crying Academy. Let me know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe. My name is Alexander. I'll catch you in the next one.